Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
Yes.
Yes.
It's been 2 weeks since we last uploaded.
Yeah. I haven't really been in any videos really, besides really the Ipsy one, and a few others made an appearance.
Guest starred.
Yeah. This video is really hard for me to make. I've tried to make it a couple of times and really haven't been able to. Because I haven't really wanted to talk about it. I don't even like to talk about it with Jordan, and Jordan's my husband. It's to say that I'm heartbroken about it is really an understatement. But I am. I'm very heartbroken right now. And I'm making this video because I hope that if somebody's going through a similar situation, it would be able to like help them a little bit. If you clicked on this video, you are seeing that my cat Aubree passed away, and it has been very, very difficult for me. And I haven't really felt like filming or even really doing anything. I'm one of those people when I'm sad, I don't mean to, but I kind of like cut people out or shut people out because I don't know why I do that, but I just do. And I just want to like come on here and say, like, I know it's a cat, but for me, that was part of my family, you know. She was my little baby, and you know, I loved her so much. I feel like you guys are gonna hear like I love her and I miss her so much a lot. So, but I really do. And I just want to start off by saying, like, I'm hesitant to talk about it because I feel like people are like, oh, it's a cat, you'll get over it. And you can always kind of tell like who's animal people and who's not really, you know, animal people. And that's okay if you're not, but it's just like they're not as, I feel like people aren't as understanding when you lose a pet versus, you know, a person, which it is very different, but it's sometimes like they really do become a part of your family, and you see their personalities, and you bond with them, you take care of them, and then when something bad happens or they pass away, it really affects you, and it's been really hard for me. And you know, like there have been studies that like having a pet helps depression and stuff like that, and Aubree really did help with all those things. In this video, I'm not going to go too much into like how she passed away and stuff like that, because Jordan will have to put subtitles at the bottom of this video. I won't make any sense. So I just want to focus on the good times I had with Aubree and kind of what I'm doing to just move on, you know, because Aubree passed away in July 17th, and we're in, you know, September. It's September 1st when we're filming this, so it's been over a month of just processing this, right? Mm-hmm. You're very quiet.
Yeah, I mean,
he's here for support.
I kept saying, "Here, do this yourself." She's like, "No."
I couldn't do it without Jordan. I need Jordan in the video. He's my
it's all good.
support. So you'll see Jordan like maybe wipe a tear away or something. So I'm gonna start off like how I got Aubree, and just like some little cute things she did and stuff like that. So Chloe's up here. So how I got Aubree was she originally was my sister's cat. She got her from a friend that we had through high school, and her cat had kittens. Yeah, Chloe's here. She's chatting. She wants to pay respect too. But she had got the cat from her, and she already had 2 other cats. And they just weren't really like jiving. Like sometimes like when you get multiple pets or you try to bring a new pet in, it just doesn't work. There are different personalities going on, and it just wasn't working. And I, around that time, was looking to get a cat. I've always been a cat person. I've loved cats since I was like a fetus.
Okay.
But I loved cats before I was even born. That's what I was getting at. And I wanted to get a cat really bad. And my sister knew that. And she was like, hey, this cat is not getting along with my other cats. Would you maybe want to see if things work out? And she sent me a picture of her. And I was like, oh my gosh, she looks like a little ball of brown. Like, I just fell in love with her. And I was like, well, let's see. And this is before I even met Jordan. Like, I had all my cats before I even met Jordan. But I was like, okay, let's see. And I was so excited. I went and bought all the cat stuff. And she brought her over the next day. And me and Aubree hit it off like that. Like, she came to me and was loving all over me. And my sister's like, I've never seen this cat this lovable ever. And she just loved me. And at the time, her name wasn't Aubree. It was Tara. I was like, that's a stupid name. I normally don't change my... Like, if I get a pet from somebody and they say it's whatever their name may be, I never really change the name because I feel like they really, like... They understand at a certain point what their name is. But I was like, that is a stupid name. This is not fitting. And I was like, well, what am I going to name her? And Aubree just came to my mind, and I was like, oh, Aubree. And she looked and she seemed to like it. So I just named her Aubree. And I would always call her like my ball of brown, Aubreezy. Like, so if I call her any of those names, like that's why. But I decided to name her Aubree. And like I said, me and her, we hit it off great. And after a while, when I started working a lot, I felt like she was being left home too much by herself, and that's when I got Chloe. And like, the story is not really about Chloe, but that's why I ended up getting Chloe, because I felt like she needed a friend because she was home a lot. And at first they didn't really get along. Well, Aubree didn't really was not having a little kitten around. And because I got Chloe when she was pretty little too. And at first it was a little tough, but once Aubree was one of those cats, like, she's a very dominant cat, and any other cat or animal that was going to be here needed to be a little bit submissive, or they were just going to fight all the time. But they ended up getting along and became friends. Chloe just is like wanting to be with Jordan right now. So if you hear a meow, it's Chloe.
Like, hey.
she missed Jordan, I guess, and me. She's loving on me too. So that's why I ended up getting Chloe. And at that time in my life, I was not in a good relationship. Like I said, I wasn't with Jordan. I was in a very an emotionally abusive relationship, and I think maybe one day I'll make a video about that. But I just wanted to also say, just because you're in a bad relationship right now doesn't mean that has to be forever, because I'm with, I have a wonderful husband now, and at one point in time I was like, I'm just not going to ever find anybody. I'm going to be stuck with this person, and you just deserve more than that to anybody who is going through that or has gone through that. So just because you're in a bad situation doesn't mean it has to be permanent. You can find somebody who's wonderful, like Jordan. You'll find your Jordan.
You'll find your Jody.
And I was in a really bad relationship, and like I said, Aubree was a very big comfort to me. So was Chloe, but I mean, like I said, this video is more about Aubree right now. And she was such a big comfort to me. Like, Aubree knows whenever I was crying, Aubree would know I was crying. Like, even when we were, not me and Jordan were going through stuff, but with our fertility stuff, Aubree is very me and her had a very emotional bond. Like, she knew when I was upset, and she would come running and meow and be like, pet me, Mom, you know that makes you happy. And so she really helped me get through that time. And like I said, like he was very emotionally abusive. So sometimes he would let my cats out and just to be mean. And one time Aubree was missing for like 3 days and I freaked out. And once I found her, I kind of took her to my mom's house for a while because it wasn't a good environment for my cats to be in. And she ended up getting pregnant, and that's how I got Pamela. And she was such a good little mom. Like, she loved her little babies so much. I remember, like, finally when I, like, kicked him out, I took them back home, and I would have to put the basket in the bed with me, because if I didn't, Aubree would bring her kittens to me. If I was in the kitchen too long, I would have to bring them in the kitchen with me, because she was like, no, you gotta help me be around my babies. So she was like she was very good, protective mommy, and she just loved her babies so much. She was a real good mom. And shortly after, me and Jordan met, and he was like, oh, she's a crazy cat lady. She has all these cats. And then Jordan was like, really saw how much I loved those cats.
Yeah.
Our first argument that we had is I had finally took Aubree and Pamela to get fixed. I was just going to take them both together. And we were late picking up the cats, and I cried, and me and Jordan got into it. That was our first fight.
She lost her mind, like they were going to put the cat down or something. And we weren't even late. We had like 20 minutes till it closed, if that.
Well,
I mean, she was losing it. Like they said, hey, if you're not here, you're gonna lose your cat forever. I was like,
but that was like the first argument me and Jordan had. And I remember Aubree, when she like was finally getting used to like Jordan being around, she's like, listen here, I don't like you, but my mom likes you, so I guess I'll tolerate you. I actually have a picture of Aubree like on our like the day we got married, and I'm kissing her, and she's like, and I was like, I think I posted it as like, I told Aubree that Jordan's her stepdad. And it was so funny. She was such a, like I said, she was such a sweet little cat. And when we were going through we're still going through our fertility issues, whenever I would be so sad and upset, she would like come running and be with me. I miss like sleeping with her. Like, that's probably like the thing I miss the most. I just miss her like little fuzzy tail. I miss Aubree so, I miss her so much, and she really is like,
she was a butthole to me and creepy to me. Like, I would come out to the hallway and she'd be like looking at me like this behind the wall. But she was a good cat. There would be many times where I'd wake up and she'd be sitting on my nightstand already staring at me in the dark, and I wake up and I look, she's looking at me, and she just go meow, and she rub on me. I'm like, okay. But she was a good cat.
She really is. She was our smartest cat. She could open the doors and stuff like that. She really is unreplaceable to me. Even if I was to go out and pick out another cat, it just really isn't the same. I don't want to cry in this video, because I know if I cry about Aubree, I will not be able to stop. But I really miss her. I had her for like 7 years. And what's weird is when I had posted on my personal stuff that Aubree had passed away, a lot of people that I had talked to, that I had worked with or in my past, they were like, oh, Jody, we're so sorry. We know how much you love your animals, and for you to lose one, it must be really tough. And it has been. It's been so heartbreaking for me, you know. Like I said, I'm not going to go into too much details on how she passed away. I probably will end up doing another video on that later, because it was an experience. But I really miss that cat, and I loved her so much. And, you know, I know that she's not in pain anymore, but it still doesn't fix or take away the pain of losing her. It has been just very difficult for me and to move past it. And when I also, like when I said I posted that on Facebook, my personal Facebook, the lady who, my friend who gave Jennifer Aubree, that day she posted like pictures in her timeline of Aubree as a kitten, the exact day she passed away. And it's like,
it's also the day she was born.
Yeah, it's like, that is so crazy. Like I didn't ask her if like that was the exact day she was born, but I feel like it had to have been very, very close. It's just weird that the day that I posted that she had passed away, she was like, oh, remember? Oh, and she's like, oh, Jody, look at these pictures. Like, look who it is. And she was like, oh my God, Jody, I'm so sorry. I just saw your post. And I was like, no, it's okay. And I saved the picture. And I've been looking at them. And, you know, I feel like when you lose a pet, it brings up past pets. So I'll start crying about Aubree, like losing Aubree. Then I'll cry about a pet that I had when I was like 5 years old. So I've been a mess. But I'm getting through it as best as I can.
Yeah.
And I got this cute little urn here. It has Aubree's ashes in it, and it's really cute. It kind of looks like her. When I got this back, I told Jordan, I was looking at it and I was like, she used to break my trinkets and now she has become a trinket. And Jordan was like,
I didn't know to laugh or to, I didn't know what to do.
I am one of those people, guys. I'm one of those people, like, I have to laugh at myself when I'm in pain. And like, because I know how bad it can get if I get lost in my depression, and if that makes sense, you know, obviously, you know, that was just a joke, and I know some people might get upset by that joke, but you know, Aubree was very loved and taken care of, you know, and that's just how I deal with things. But that was the first thing I said when I opened the box. I said, Jordan was like, what?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know if I should laugh or what. And I was like, no, it's funny, but it's not. I've been just a mess. But like I said, I've been taking things day by day. And, you know, I know Aubree won't be the last pet I have. But she really, like, she was like the first cat I had in my adult life. She was my first pet that I had in my adult life. And she meant so much to me. And I loved her so much. And I miss her so much, you know. And like I said, it's just been so difficult. I remember telling Jordan, I was like, I'm not sad about losing Aubree. I'm heartbroken about losing her. Like, she really was my baby. You know, I post pictures of my cats all the time, and people are like, I get it, because when you're dealing with fertility issues, sometimes you need to fill that void with taking care of something. And having pets really does help that, you know. And having Aubree and even Chloe and Pamela, like, they really do help sometimes that void, you know, if that makes sense. You know, I think a lot of people who are going through fertility issues have a fur baby, you know, and you don't want to see anything bad happen to it. But we're getting through it, and I'm glad I didn't cry in this video.
Shall we end it?
Yeah, we're gonna end it. Like I said, I'm gonna put some clips and some pictures of Aubree in this video.
I'll be sprinkling that.
When I say me, I mean Jordan does, because Jordan edits videos. So, but I will be doing. We're gonna be doing more videos. It's just I needed my time to grieve, and I really appreciate Jordan for being a good husband and being there for me and still uploading videos. We've had a lot of people like message us and they're like, "Where's Jody in these videos?" Or
yeah, they don't want to see me. They want to see you.
Jody's cat little baby passed away. Is she okay? Like,
yeah, like I'm like, they don't want to see me at all.
And you know, but like I said, I'm getting in a better place, and you know, it's becoming easier. You know, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for a while, but I'm gonna get through it, and I have an amazing husband and amazing people in my life. So
Yep.
we're gonna end it and put some little footage in. So stay tuned, guys. We're gonna be making more videos. I promise.
Yep.
We got other plans. We're gonna be doing a giveaway soon. We were gonna be doing one. Actually, we had one planned, and it ended up kind of falling through because of everything that had happened. But we are gonna be doing a giveaway soon, and we're really excited about that.
Yep.
All right, so
Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz.
comment below. Put some purple hearts if you've ever lost a pet, you know? And we'll see you guys later.
All right.